here there is an experiment given where a candle is kept on a table and then over it a chimney has been kept. A glass chimney is there. This chimney has been kept over pieces of stone. So there is a gap left at the bottom from where the air can go inside, so the candle burns. In the second case, and the chimney is open at the top, it is not closed. In the second case, the chimney has been kept on the plain surface without any stone. So it shows that it is seen that the candle stops burning after some time. In the third case, the chimney has been covered from the top. Observe what happens to the flame. Now, if you remove the block, the chimney, and let the chimney rest on the table, finally put a glass plate over the chimney, three conditions have been shown. What happens in the three cases? The candle flame flickers off. Does it flicker and give smoke, and does it burn unaffected? In which of the two cases will the candle flame burn clean? So in the first diagram, the candle flame will burn brightly. In the second case, the candle flame will burn, but it will burn flickering. It will not burn properly. In the third case, after some time, the candle flame will stop burning. So you know the reason, because in the first case oxygen can go inside and there is free supply of oxygen, so it keeps on burning, so candle is combustible. In the second case, oxygen cannot go from the bottom, so it tries to come from the top, but free supply of oxygen is not there, therefore candle gets flickering. And the third case, there is oxygen inside, the chimney is finished, so the candle stops burning. So from the experiment, it is clear that for combustion air is necessary. The candle burns freely in the case A. In the first picture, because the air can go inside from the bottom, air can enter the chimney from below. In case B, when the air does not enter from below, the air tries to come from the top, but due to the heat of the flame, oxygen cannot go freely inside, so the candle starts flickering. And in the third case, the candle flame blows off because the air is not available. So air is important for combustion or burning. Now another thing which everyone knows is a matchstick. When you burn, you have to rub it on the matchbox. Does a matchstick burn by itself? Can a matchstick burn by itself? And how does it burn? So you have seen that whenever you want to burn a matchstick, you have to rub it on the matchbox, side of the matchbox, and then it catches fire. The experience of burning a paper. How do you burn the paper? Does the paper burn when a burning matchstick is brought near it? Yes, it burns, it catches fire. Can you burn a piece of wood by burning a matchstick? And why do you have to use paper or kerosene oil to start fire in a wood? These are things which we observe every day, and we should know the reason for it. Why does this happen? So whenever you are trying to burn a paper, you have to bring it near the fire. What happens? Why does the paper catch fire? Let's find out what is the reason for it. Now from this picture we are seeing that a person who is burnt, who caught the fire, he is covered with a blanket wrapped around a person whose clothes have caught fire. So you must have seen it somewhere, that whenever a person catches fire, he is covered with a blanket. So why do you think he is covered with a blanket? What does the blanket do to extinguish the fire? So the blanket breaks the supply of oxygen to the fire. The body of the person was burning, the clothes were burning. So if you cover him with a blanket, the blanket breaks the supply of oxygen. Oxygen is not able to reach the burning clothes, and therefore the fire stops. This shows that oxygen is important for combustion. Now, since the paper does not burn on its own, it needs fire, and a piece of wood does not burn on its own, it needs something to burn. So from these experiences we come to know that different substances catch fire at different temperature. That means whenever you try to burn a matchstick, you have to rub it. Without rubbing, it will not catch fire. So what does rubbing do to the matchstick? And how does the piece of paper burn, or how does the piece of wood burn? Whenever we try to burn a matchstick, we have to rub it on the matchbox. On rubbing, the tip of the matchstick becomes hot and it catches fire. So the lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire is called its ignition temperature. It is called the burning temperature, the temperature at which a substance burns. Why a matchstick does not catch fire? The answer is this only. It does not catch fire because the matchstick does not reach its burning temperature. The moment matchstick will reach its ignition temperature or the temperature of burning, it will automatically catch fire. So the paper also, when you try to burn paper, it will take less time, but when you try to burn a piece of wood, it will take more time. So how do you burn a thick piece of wood? We have to try to make the burning temperature of the substance, meaning you have to try to bring the substance to its burning temperature. So when any substance will reach its burning temperature or ignition temperature, it will catch fire. If it does not reach the ignition temperature, then it will not catch fire. So a small piece of wood will catch fire easily because it reaches its ignition temperature quickly. A thick piece of wood will catch fire when it reaches its ignition temperature. It will take more time, so you will have to heat it more, and after some time it will catch fire. So these are related to ignition.